TV production, co.uk, with a report on to the state of rural roads in Cornwall. Now, ignore that thing on the floor there. I've only got that as a sort of marker to show exactly where to aim at. Now, over here, now, what I was going to say is it should be a smooth tarmac surface, as we call it, all the way along the road, but you do not notice this when you're in the car, but if you look around here, you can see how the stones pick up, you see. Sharp and brittle, sticking up. You notice them when you're on the bike or you're walking, you see, and you can notice the way there are different sorts of layers on a road here, and some of the layers here have just worn through. Now I'm going to show you some more ghastly versions in a moment. Take a look at this. I wasn't going to look at this in a hurry to go somewhere else, but that's just one example of the rest of rural roads. Okay, well, I've stopped at this part. This was one of my intended places stopping, because it's pretty abysmal in this place where it goes through the woods, and you can see the way there's different surfaces going through here instead of one smooth road surface, and I'll show you a few more bad examples in a moment. Okay, you can see there's like multiples of road surface there, when there should just be one road surface, not several different bits here. I mean, to say one is supposed to be paying, if you're not paying road tax, you're still paying the tax to the local authorities. Oh, look at this, this is absolutely disgusting. I think this is the one I really wanted to show you. That if anybody else said, well, you know, we're going to charge for our service, and we're not going to give you the service as a result of what you're paying for, well, then they may even finish up before a criminal court. But if there's a local council, like Cornwall County Council, who are supposed to be doing roads like this, well, they seem to be totally immune when it comes to things like this. It's absolutely terrible. I mean, even if you don't pay road tax, or you do not pay income tax directly, everybody still pays tax in one way or another by what we buy. And to see such an appalling, you know, nothing being done with the money that you're paying, makes you wonder what on earth is going on under normal. If you work for a normal job that's not government type, you'd be accused of embezzlement by not using the money for what it's supposed to be used for. Okay, I was going to show you an example of this later on. Now, this is what you call a council bodge job, where they cannot be bothered to resurface the road properly after repair, and you can see the join there. There was one at Curry that I was hoping to show today, but I am in a bit of a hurry, so for the moment I may have to just leave it on this one and put the camera away. And I've got to get a lot of things done that I couldn't get done before, but I mean, this is absolutely diabolical that you can pay men to do a job that they cannot be bothered to do properly. This is David TV production. Now, 2 of the story of the rural roads and steep rural roads, and this is Council Bodgework at Curie. As you can see, some more of it down here. Going on further, there's sort of like a trench of Council Bodgework going along here, right from where the village hall is, and if I pan round through that way, along, it just goes on, and it just goes on. Look at that part where the puddle is. This is supposed to be a continuous sheet of tarmac or whatever they use for a road, not broken up by a part here. And it just goes on, and it goes on, well past the part where it has a national speed limit sign over there. Now, if anybody, a private individual, was to do something dangerous like this, it goes on, and if a private individual was to do something like this, you bet the council would want to prosecute them for putting other people's lives in danger. But despite the myth that they may have, the council themselves are not beyond prosecution for such an abominable job like this, or one of their contractors that may have done this. And it just goes on and on. A short break just a wee bit back where it didn't seem to be there, and now it started again. And down here you're probably going to find the worst part of the lot, unfortunately. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous that they can pay people money to do things like this when there are old ladies being put in prison because they can't afford to pay the council charge, while people who are supposed to be paid to do jobs like this just do botched jobs. I used to work for the council myself at one time as a labourer somewhere else, and they used to take it easy, do what they wanted, etc., go home early, but now I realise that it's just not the correct way to do it. Somebody else has to pay for all this. So, this is the part where it finishes just down here. Just, well, a little tiny bit there, but the worst part is around here.